everybody. Welcome to the Cozy Hermitage Craft Cottage. My name is John. So, it was an interesting week this week. Kristen came home Sunday from camping, and then daughter Becca invited her back on Monday. So, Kristen packed up again and went back to the campground to the trailer, and she was going to have, the people there that were camping with Becca help her hook the trailer up and bring it home on Wednesday. So Wednesday came, and I got a phone call. Apparently, someone backed into the electric trailer jack and crushed the control panel, so they couldn't get it to go up and down. So they couldn't hook it up to the truck. So I had to go there I had to have my son Christian, I had Rachel take me. I had Rachel take me to the campground. I had jacks. I had a big bottle jack and a high lift jack, like a farm jack, and a couple tools. And she took me there and dropped me off, and my bottle jack I couldn't get to work. But fortunately, a neighbor came over and asked us what was going on, and we told him. He says, "Oh, I have a jack." And so he went over to his trailer and got a brand new bottle jack and some of those yellow Lego block things, they use for jacking up stuff, and brought that over, and it was 102 degrees. It was very hot. We were all just dripping sweat, jacking up the trailer and blocking it and jacking it up some more. And we finally got it up, and we got it hooked up to the trailer hitch, and and it was all good. I thanked him profusely, and we were able to then leave. And so, we left. We came home, and then of course we waited for it to get cooler until the evening, and then we went out and Douglas and I went out and got it on a block, and so now it's set to have the jack replaced. We just have to find one to replace it with. So that was fun. and then on Tuesday, this was Tuesday, Kristen was gone, so I was just be at the house, and I cooked dinner and was kind of relaxing in my chair, getting ready to watch some TV, and the phone rang, and it was Reuben. I said, "Oh, I wonder if he's coming to knit night tonight." So I said, "Hi, Reuben, are you coming to knit night?" He says, "I'm already here." And I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, I've been here for half an hour." "What?" I looked at the watch, and sure enough, it was 7:30, and I said, "Oh no, I totally spaced." And so I'll be right out. So I ran out and turned the air conditioning. He had the air conditioning up on the low setting, and I turned it up to the high setting because it was hot in here. And we sat there and knit and had an enjoyable time together and knitting. Oh. And then today was a special day. My friend Kathy came over. Those of my viewership have heard about Kathy. And she brought me a couple things. Now, these are mine. One of them she's giving me for a retirement party gift, because I didn't get a retirement party. And so, it's just amazing. I'm gonna turn you around, and I'll show you what we have going on here. Hang on a minute. Okay, here we are. Those are the cases. Does anybody know what they go to. And if you say sewing machines, you're not wrong, but I want more specific. Anyway, I'll go around there and show you what's what. So this one is a Singer 99K, which means it's from Britain, from Great Britain. It was manufactured in Great Britain. And this case goes to a Singer 301. And it has the longer extension. Can you see that? I think so. So I'll pick you up and we'll get a closer look. Okay, Singer 99. And it has a little spotlight. No, I don't have it plugged in. Yeah, has a spotlight, and it's we put a halogen bulb in it, or LED bulb. I can't remember what it is, but yeah. And then this is the Singer 301, and just like the featherweight, it has this little extension, and the light's under here. This is the stitch length and the back stitch. There's the bobbin winder. So I'm really excited. I'll get you set up and I'll turn the power on and we'll make a few stitches. Hang on. Okay, we're all plugged in here. This is a Singer 99K. Here's the light. And it has a glass lens in there that it's like a spotlight. They call it I think they call it a spotlight. Anyway, let's make some stitches here. Doesn't that sound nice? And we'll do back stitch. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the Singer 99. Now we'll look at the 301. Okay, here's the Singer 301. And let's see, here's the light. This also has a halogen bulb in it. This was really nice too. I think Kathy did a lot of work on the Singer 99K. When we got the Singer 99, it had the foot pedal and everything. It showed it came with a foot pedal. And he said, okay, so it has everything with it. And when it arrived here, it was an eBay purchase that Kathy found, or no, it wasn't eBay. It was a Goodwill auction item. And So we got it here, we got it out, and there was no place to plug the foot pedal into the machine. Nothing there. And there was just the electrical cord. And then we looked at it some more, and I noticed a hole in the front of the case, and it takes a knee lever. It didn't have a knee lever. And the knee levers are, $100 or so to find one that, and they made different ones. And so you have to get the one that actually fits your machine. And of course, this one isn't the easy one to find. So Kathy took it home, and her brother Joe rewired it. Used the foot pedal that came with it. They had to do a little fixing on it, and spent a week or so getting it all wired up and cleaned up and oiled and ready to go. Now it just runs beautifully. So thanks a lot, Kathy. Thanks for both of these. So I'll have to, yeah. So anyway, let me go back to the chair here. Hang on. So anyway, that's the story behind the sewing machines is that Kathy and I we're talking sewing machines, which we do, and I was mentioning that I was kind of interested in a Singer 99 because it's a 3/4 size, so it's smaller than a regular full-size machine. It's lighter, I think, by about 10 pounds. I think it weighs about 20 pounds. And anyway, or maybe that's what the 301 weighs. I don't know. I can't remember. 301 is lighter than the Singer 99. But anyway, so I said I was kind of looking, and I said I was also interested in a 301, but they were kind of expensive because I was looking on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. And all the ones I was finding were, $250, $300, or a little bit or more. And she started looking for me. So she was looking and kept sending me ones that she saw, and she said, I think this is a really good one for the Singer 99, and it was on a Goodwill auction site. And then she says she's bidding on it. What? But I think it was like $35, or I think that's what she got it for. I think she got it for $35 or $36 as she won the auction on. And then it was like $35 shipping or something. So that was, that's a good price. I said, okay, I can do that. And so anyway, it got here, and when you looked at the ad, and it showed it is in the case, and it had the foot pedal and all that stuff. So it looks like everything's there. And so we got it. She brought it over. This was, I think, a couple Fridays ago, or a couple weeks ago, I think. Anyway, she brought it over, and we got it out and looked at it and inspected it, and then we went to plug in the foot pedal. There was nowhere to plug it in. There was no plug-ins anywhere for it. And I said, well, what does that mean? And we just tried to figure it out, and we looked in, and then we realized there's a hole in the front of the case, on the bottom part of the case. It's for a knee lever. So it has the knee lever that pokes in there, and that's how you operate the machine. And of course, and Kathy said she took it back home to see if she had a knee lever that would work on it and everything. And we were both looking through eBay and stuff, and we found some knee levers that were about $45, $50, but of course they were the wrong kind. This one took a special one, which was more like $100 or more. So Kathy and her brother Joe just did some rewiring and wired in a foot pedal for me. So now now I can use it, and it works fantastic. They did a really good job. And in the 301, Kathy showed me the 301 and said, "I'm bidding on that one too." So she won the 301 and said, because she knew I wanted 301, and she knew I wanted it with the long, because the little plate that goes up and down, they have short ones and they have longer ones, and I wanted the longer one. And so the one she found here was longer one, and so she bid on it, won that, and said she'd bring them both over to me when they got everything worked out and fixed and ready to go. So that was today. She brought everything over today, and we sat here and played with them for a while, and put the halogen bulbs in Singer 99, and we were going to do it on the Singer 301, but she forgot she had already done it. So I'd already had that in, but yeah, and they both work really great. Now the 301 it didn't come with a bobbin case. So I found bobbin case and some bobbins on Amazon, but they're generic reproduction type ones. And I looked at the reviews, and some of them said they just popped in and worked great, and there's a couple of reviews where it said they had to do some filing on something to get it to work. And well, the good reviews outweighed the other ones, and so I bought it. It was only like $20 or something for the bobbin case and 5 bobbins. So got that came, tried the bobbin case, and it goes in, but the sewing machine doesn't like it. So Kathy brought some other bobbin cases with her from vintage one, and one from the featherweight shop, and it didn't like the one from the featherweight shop, but it liked the vintage one that she originally had in it to test it out and stuff. So she's letting me borrow that bobbin case while I look for a vintage one for myself, so I can give hers back. So I think I found one. I sent it to Kathy to see if she thinks that's the right one or not, and so she'll let me know, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so it's been a fun week. I haven't done any crafting because I wanted to do stuff on the new sewing machine, so I've just put off some of my sewing projects until the new machines got here, and now that they're here, I can make some projects. So that'll be fun. So look forward to that. Look for those videos to come in the future. And I did come to some. Let's see if I can. I can't. I've done some soul searching, and with my vision problems, my blindness kind of stuff, I'm determined that I can't really do the embroidery. I keep poking my fingers, and it's, when the needle comes up, I can't see the needle, so I have to feel around until I poke myself. And that's, I don't know, it's not painful really, but it's not fun. So I think my middle daughter, Annalie, expressed an interest in giving it a go. So Kristen's going down to visit them this next week. So I'm going to give her this and my thread and all that stuff, and she can try it and see how she likes it. I mean, kind of disappointing because I really like doing the embroidery. I like making the French knots. I look forward to making those, and I don't know, I don't know. My eyes hurt after I'm done, and it's kind of, and I can't do it for very long. So I'll see if Annalie doesn't like it or isn't interested in it, and then she can just give the stuff back to me, and I'll put it in here, and maybe I'll give it a go again later. We'll see. I mean, yeah, maybe there's another type of embroidery or another, needlepoint or something like that maybe things are a little bit bigger that I could do instead. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll play around with it, but for right now, I have this slated to go to Annalie, so that's fine. I hope she uses it and enjoys doing it. I'd like to see those done. So yeah, I think that's about all for today. It's been a hot one this week, but it's been good. I haven't really been out in out here in the cottage because it's been too hot, and like I said, I was waiting for the new sewing machines to show up to use those on my projects. So yeah, have some more pillows to make, and yep, I'm excited. So I noticed I have 206 subscribers now, so it jumped up a little bit. So thank you very much for those who have subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything. And if you hit the little bell button, and there's different settings for the bell. So if you hit the bell and you hit the all, then every video that I post you'll get notified that I've posted a new video. So you won't miss any. And I do try and post every Friday. Yeah, and please, give me a thumbs up, like and share. Give me a comment. Enjoy your comments. So I'm going to let you go now. I hope you all have a great week, great weekend. Happy 4th of July to everybody. Happy 4th. And stay safe with the fireworks. We live surrounded by wheat fields, so we don't do fireworks out here because we don't want to set the field on fire. So, yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll talk to you all next Friday. Bye.